Hi, we're Insecure Men.
Hey, I am Tamino.
Hey guys, it's Greg Gonzalez from Cigarettes After Sex.
We're at Rock on Seine, and this is on
France. It's 24.
3, 2, 1, let's go, yo! How you doing, yeah? My name's Mike. I'm flowing with the new shit. I'm doing it all night. I like what I do what I like. I can quit, get it back like I'm riding a bike. Like, stop!
It's the rendezvous on the French Music Festival calendar. For this special edition of Encore, we're at Rock on Seine on the outskirts of Paris, closing out the summer along with tens of thousands of fellow music fans, soaking up the sounds of headliners such as Justice, Macklemore, 30 Seconds to Mars, Liam Gallagher, and French rap sensations P&L. Now in its 16th year, the three-day festival serves up a musical smorgasbord of rock, pop, rap, and electro, and is still going strong despite newer festivals trying to steal its crown. Greg from Cigarettes After Sex, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now, we're filming this interview in black and white. Why did you decide on this aesthetic for your music?
You know, it was just one of those things where we had finished the first EP in 2012, and I was looking for imagery to accompany it, and I was really obsessed with like the Smiths album covers and like in Belle and Sebastian, how they felt so like cohesive. You like could easily identify these record covers, and I just wanted that kind of same feeling for us. Around the same time, I found the Man Ray necklace photo we used for that first EP. It just felt like so perfect, just everything that was in that photo. So really from there, we're just like, this is perfect, like don't mess with it.
Now, much has been made of your rapid rise to fame. Despite you forming the band back in 2008, success came later in 2015 when your song Nothing's Gonna Hurt You Baby, which was released on your first EP in 2012, that was an online sensation. So how did you handle that, your music career switching gears all of a sudden, especially when you'd been toiling away for all these years?
I've been playing music my whole life since I was like 10 years old, and it was always, how do I get to the next level? How do I become legitimate? And it was a mystery. There was no way. And the way it happened too was very mysterious too. It just was like a lightning bolt came down and said, this song that you put out 3 years ago is now popular somehow, which was very bizarre. But deep down, I just knew that that record was really good, and I thought maybe like people weren't ready for it yet, or just had to get exposure some way. But I just knew it was something. I had an undeniable feeling that that record was really something. But once it happened, it just made everything a lot better. It just made it like, well, now I can actually live out the dream I wanted to live out.
Your debut self-titled record explores your real-life romantic history. What's the most romantic thing you've ever done for someone?
The first girlfriend I ever fell in love with, when we fell in love for her birthday, I made an entire album for her of like just all songs about her. And I gave her like a CD of it, and it was like, here's every song is about you, and this is your birthday present about you.
Have any ex-girlfriends got back in touch with you to respond when they realized that a song was written about them?
For me, it's always been like, if I connect with somebody and we date, we end up being friends like pretty much a little while after that. So like I was in contact with all of them, and I even told many of them, hey, this song's about you, I'm gonna put it out.
So you sort of warned them ahead of time.
So they knew, yeah. But I think the thing is like these are like sweet songs. It's not like I'm saying something really scathing about them. So I'd hope if they reached out, they'd be like, well, it's a nice gesture. You
believe in the healing powers of music, that a song can provide musical therapy. So what do you listen to when you're down and you need an instant pick-me-up?
I guess you need that music that kind of makes you cry, honestly. You know, like Johnny Mathis, What'll I Do?
What'll I do when you are far away?
Dylan, like, Don't Think Twice, It's All Right.
But don't think twice, it's all right.
These songs kind of just bring something out of you. You like need them to kind of get these feelings out that are just bottled up so bad.
Greg, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
It was such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thanks.
It's not just about the acts gracing the main stage. Rock on Seine also shines a spotlight on up-and-coming musicians. Belgian-Egyptian singer-songwriter Tamino is garnering rave reviews for his dark and brooding sound, his stirring voice prompting comparisons to Jeff Buckley.
You're half Belgian, you're half Egyptian, both your parents are musicians, and of course your grandfather was the famous Egyptian musician and actor Moharrem Fouad. Other than their record collections and their careers, how have they influenced you and your sound?
Well, my mom was a big influence because she has a very good musical taste, actually a good taste in general. So she showed me a lot of beautiful stuff.
One of your songs is called Habibi, which means darling in Arabic.
Light is burning as I am yearning.
While you don't speak Arabic yourself, how important is it for you to include aspects of the Oriental or Arabic culture in your music?
I'm not schooled in Arabic music, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I do play oud a bit. It's an Arabic instrument, and I do know, the quarter tones, the scales, all that. When I'm writing a song, it's I don't really think about which elements I put in that song. It's more about a feeling that I want to get across. It's more about the lyrics. The lyrics are really the thing that I think about, and the music it's more about a feeling. But in your sacred air, I'm full of light. Your loving arms are a true delight.
I read an interview where you said you'd love to work with some hip-hop artists down the line, a genre of music that's very different to your own. So how do you see these two musical worlds coming together? What would that sound like, Tamino and hip-hop?
Well, I think in the rhythmical aspects, it's not very different. I think it would be very natural. I think it would be a really nice collaboration I could do with somebody.
Do you have anyone in mind when you say somebody?
I have so many in mind, so many people I admire. I just saw Kendrick Lamar. He's just incredible. He's really a genius. His lyrics are amazing.
Against the canvas of the night appears a curious celestial phenomenon.
Just like any other music festival, punters need to come prepared. So how do you survive Rock on Seine? Personally, I need comfy shoes and, of course, the right accessories. Is it too much? What are your tips for surviving a music festival?
Definitely a sports bra. You need to keep your boobs in place when you dance, when the music is great.
Déjà avoir des belles lunettes comme ça, parce que face au soleil, en fait, ça peut être désagréable pour regarder un concert qu'on aime.
Vos conseils pour réussir un festival de musique?
Il faut avoir un bon costume. Comme ça, on passe pas inaperçu, voilà.
Avoir une bonne bande d'amis.
Si t'es avec quelqu'un, par contre, il faut aussi laisser faire ce qu'il veut lui. Et quand tout le monde est heureux, bah toi aussi tu peux l'être.
We're at Rock on Seine, so what are your tips for surviving a big festival weekend?
Try and avoid spending all your money on the alcohol.
On the first night?
Yeah, on the first night, yeah. That's it.
Now, Saul, it's well documented that after a turbulent time with a fat white family, you went to rehab and got treatment for drug addiction. Then you got clean and you came back and you wanted to make more wholesome music. So you teamed up with your longtime friend, Ben. What have you learned from one another since embarking on this musical project together?
From Ben, I guess I've learned just to kind of maybe just be a little bit less of a all the time.
You've described the debut album as pretty music, but with a dark underbelly to it, pure pop songs, but with gloomy lyrics. What drew you to this particular way of constructing a song?
the subject matter is just things that we find interesting, and then after making kind of heavy music or heavier music for quite a long time, it seemed like the natural thing to do to just do something which was kind of the opposite in some ways.
Yeah, I think the music makes it seem like more of a departure than it actually is. Like
lyrically, it's
the instrument. Yeah, like the sentiments are still there.
Some of the songs take inspiration from convicted paedophile Gary Glitter and the deaths of Whitney Houston and later her daughter Bobby Christina Brown. It's quite provocative subject matter and things that can make people feel uncomfortable. Was that your aim?
No, I mean that's not the aim. But if that happens to be like something that comes of it, it doesn't bother me, and I kind of enjoy it. I do enjoy it if it makes somebody uncomfortable, but that's not what I'm aiming to do. I think, you know, if people that write books or people that paint about or write about things like that, there's no reason that music has to be kind of beneath those subjects. It's not all tongue-in-cheek. It's not just to make fun of it. You know, it's just more interesting like that, I think.
Let's talk about the album cover, sort of designed to look like Pyongyang propaganda. Why the reference to North Korea?
People in bands also have like overblown and ridiculous ideas about themselves, much in the same way that like silly dictators do. So there's a kind of crossover there. It's easily like interchangeable. You know, just put your head on their head and that's it.
Thank you so much for your time today, really appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
And thank you for watching. Remember, for more arts and culture news, do head to our website and connect with us on social media. Stay with us here on France 24, lots more coming up.